Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for June 23rd to the 30th. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it. Pisces, I want you to get really excited. I want you to get really excited. This is going to be bonkers for you. Your life is extraordinarily changing, and I'm so happy for you. You see this the luckiest day of the year. You see that we've got the luckiest, one of the best new moons of the year as well. I mean, this is what I call dream maker energy. And you're already exploring new horizons. You're already moving into uncharted territory, and you're gonna have these feel good tingles, all right? Because at this point, you're already turning your dreams into reality. That's what Saturn and Neptune conjuncting in Aries is doing for you. You're gonna feel this, all right? And even the day of the new moon and the day surrounding the new moon, we have all these planets that are in fresh new signs. All of the aspects that I'm going to walk you through, they're happening at, critical degrees, new beginnings, new things are happening for you. And I've told you about what's going to be in your June forecast. This is big. So welcome to your brand new era. You're going to feel this viscerally, nirvanic, this adventurous consciousness expanding. There's so much happening, but at the end of the day, this is all really just even spiritually moving for you, but there's so much happening. All right. So, and that's the other thing. I know a lot of y'all watch your rising and your moon and your sun. And I said it, I think, in my last live stream, everything that's happening right now. And remember, this is the year of the Great Awakening. This is a year that we have not seen a lot of these alignments in modern human history. So everything that we're going through right now, nobody has experienced this configuration. Okay. And so it's exciting. It's very exciting, but every modality is impacted. The last week of June, yeah. Every sign. So if you watch your sun and your moon rising, you're seeing 3 different areas of your chart. You're seeing a lot of different things happening for you. All right. Remember, this is all happening after the solstice. And I talked about that last week. Big change for you right now, Pisces. And again, I want you to get really excited because you're on the brink. When I say big change, you're on the brink of this radical change. And just see what unfolds for the next 6 months. Like a lot of y'all moved recently in the past year. And now you're on the next stage. We'll talk about that. A lot of y'all still will be moving very soon. All right. Now, Monday, June 23rd, I'm gonna, listen. I wrote Mars sextile Jupiter. That's happening on Sunday. Remember, you're going to feel that a week before, week after, right? So again, I talked about that last week, and that's going to be so amazing for you. I see what's going on for you. I'm just really excited for Pisces, my secret crush. Now, you're going to feel Mars sextile Jupiter all week. So it's overlapping, right? Everything else that's happening. And then other thing I'm going to point out for you on Monday is that the sun will square Neptune. So out of all the signs, just you, please. Okay. I've even skipped it for some of the signs because I talked about last week. I'm just going to let you know, just give you a little reminder because Neptune is your ruler. All right. So just as long as you avoid those, those extremes of illusion, delusion, confusion, when Neptune is in a challenging aspect like this, you're going to be fine. Okay. Vibrate at that frequency of compassion and love and artistry and creativity and intuition, all those higher expressions that Neptune is known for. And you will be fine. All right. Y'all are so intuitive. Tap into your intuitive energy and you're going to see things unfold for you, right? You're going to know feel more confident in the direction that you're going. And on Monday, one other thing that I'm going to give you is that the moon actually will be in Gemini, and it will be in Gemini as well on Tuesday, June 24th for the Jupiter Kazimi. And I'm going to tell you this because please be social. The moon in Gemini's social, it's fun, it's thinking, it's stimulating, right? And the moon is actually going to get trine Pluto. So there's something here where you already may be thinking about just a lot of things with home, family, significant other, all things like that, all right? the other thing, last thing, not on the whiteboard, Mercury will square Chiron. All right. This is happening on Monday. And so there may be something here. All right. That you are really going to go deep. And for you, it may be like really cerebral. Remember, with all that Gemini energy, it may be very spiritual. It may be even psychological because Moon will be trining Pluto, but you do have Mercury square Chiron, the wounded healer in Aries. There is something on Monday. If something does come up in terms of healing, I've got to do this healing, all this subconscious energy, especially anything that I have to unroot in terms of my self-worth, how I see myself, self-value, things like that, the things that I care about, things that I value, process it. Okay? If something's come up, don't just push it to the side. Process it, unroot it, leave in the past. You may be very communicative too, speaking with a friend or someone, and that's the other thing. There may be some memories that come up around this time as well. All right? And just work with those memories. Trust your intuition, okay, Pisces? Now, and that's the other thing. I did have audio issues in some videos last week, if you watch for Rising or Your Moon or for anyone else, in some signs, like it was lower than normal. So I'm giving some extras throughout this for every sign because I'll just do it for every sign. All right. So thank them for the low audio quality. And if you were impacted by that, yeah, I do apologize. Now, and everything's fixed. Now, Tuesday, June 24th. Here we go. Are you ready, Pisces? This is it. We've got the Jupiter Kazimi. Okay. So the sun conjuncts Jupiter once a year. It sets up this cycle, this new cycle. That's all I want you to know, all right? It's the luckiest day. It's always the luckiest day when the sun conjuncts Jupiter. But again, it's a conjunction, so see it as a seeding point. There's something really big brewing for you now, all right? And you're going to see it really strongly in the first 6 months because of the new moon. That's a 6-month cycle, all right? Big energy. One of the reasons why I bring up this Gemini energy, Moon in Gemini, is because the Sun conjunct Jupiter is happening at 3 degrees. First of all, that's very stimulating, but it is the Gemini degree. And I told you the Moon will be in Gemini here. So there, again, the fact that you've already got Jupiter in Cancer, there's going to be a lot of emphasis for you on your home sector, domestic sector. And when I say that, home, you're like real estate. You may be even moving at this time. You may be moving in with someone because you fell in love. You may be, there's so much happening here. A lot of y'all getting married anyway. So that's the other thing. We'll get to that. But this is a big deal, all right? It also includes like your parents, grandparents, like children, your significant other. That's what I say, the foundations of your life, okay? Your home sector. This is a big, so there may be a lot of emphasis here that, again, just brainstorming, ideas coming up, what you want for your future, all of that, but what you want now as well. You've got a lot happening here, okay? Because it's overlapping. This is what's happening. You got the two biggest planets in the solar system, right? Jupiter and the sun. They're merging their energies for you right now. So they are helping you expand your horizons. And again, this is a seeding point for your personal growth, your spiritual growth. It is a boost. And remember, it's in Cancer. So this conjunction is in Cancer, all right? Cancer rules your 5th house of joy and pleasure, things that bring you joy and pleasure, and family and children. So you see that overlap there, right? And it's true love and it's romance, significant other. It's all of that. You've got the biggest window of opportunity. If you are single, I got good news for you, okay? So we'll talk about that too. But oh my diddly days. This is huge. Creative projects, that's part of the 5th house. Creative energy. Procreation is part of the 5th house. A lot of y'all, when I say seeding, y'all having kids. Y'all are going to have babies. It is what it is, all right? And remember, Jupiter, that's your traditional ruler. So you feel this. You really feel this. Like when I say you're going to feel it in your bones, you're feeling your bones and your heart and soul, all of it. And it's also amplifying that 10th house energy in your chart. So career and fame and recognition for what you do and all of that. This is big for you, all right? You're going through a bit. And Jupiter, remember, is exalted in Cancer, meaning Jupiter does his best in Cancer for all signs. Jupiter, the greater benefic, right? So what does that actually mean? It means that he has all the resources he needs to support you so you benefit, but he's exalted, meaning he has a surplus of energies, all right? It's like he don't have one Kit Kat bar. He's got like 40 of them for you. He's like, whenever you need more, I'm right here. So anyway, you got this Jupiter Kazimi. This is all about hope and optimism and good spirits and joy. And again, setting up this new cycle for you right off the heels of the solstice. And that is the key. Remember, I talked about that last week. The solstice marks that period of growth and expansion and abundance. What are the chances it's happening right when Jupiter is in Cancer, where that's what that represents? What are the, so you're getting this double dose of this. Everything's about to grow for you in this enormously special way. Pisces, okay? Jupiter is sextiling Mars. Let's talk about that. I don't want this to slip away from you. First of all, you know that Mars moved into Virgo last week, right? That is your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Virgo is your opposite sign. And so you've got Mars here. Action, passion, drive, libido, and partnerships and relationships. When all this other stuff is happening in true love and significant other, all of that, like romance. I can't even with you. This is just you, Pisces. Just you. This is just for you. Okay? And the 7th house is also one-on-one commitment. So it could be like, you know, you're now getting an agent. Now you're getting a wedding planner. Now you're working with, you got your own personal driver, whatever, just one-on-one connections and legal matters. You're signing things. You're signing marriage certificates, right? Weddings or whatever it's called. You're signing things, work related. Remember, partnerships can be work like business partners. And so here's the thing. You have not had Mars. Remember, Mars was in Leo and Cancer, and Leo and Cancer, right? Remember the retrogrades? Mars was in only two signs for 10 months. This is fresh new energy. You're going to appreciate this because it's been a year. It's been a year since Mars was in a mutable sign. Okay? You are going to appreciate this AF. Okay? There's also for you money stuff, okay? Now, so with Mars and Virgo, but even still, that's why, like, for a lot of y'all, it's going to be business or career, things like that, okay? But just give energy here because remember, it's a sextile, so it's this window of opportunity that helps you thrive and prosper and grow, but you've got to take that action. That's what Mars wants you to do. You're going to do it anyway when I see what's happening for you. You're going to feel it. So, but give energy here. All right. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just give energy here. It's a seeding point right at the time of the new moon. So you see how whatever you plant here with the new moon, you're going to see growth. This is going to take you far. Please. Okay. Y'all are amazing. All right. So I really, really listen, like a lot of things are changing in your career for y'all anyway. If you're here for that. So this is a great time for you to just develop these new visions and structures and goals. And because a lot of new great things have been happening for you, and yes, I do read your comments and congratulations for everything that's happening for you. Remember, now you're going to see it really take off like a rocket ship, okay? And so remember, this is a 6-month window, a cycle overlapping a year cycle, and this is the Sun and Jupiter, yeah? This is love and gratitude and enlightenment and self-belief. That's the Sun and Jupiter conjunction, okay? So vibrate at that frequency to create the reality that you deserve. So seize the day, all right? This is a whole year here. A whole year, all right? And then remember, you have Jupiter in Cancer for a whole year anyway. And then remember the new moon, that's a 6-month cycle. All right, we're going to talk about it in a second. But just to give you a little reminder here, You know, everything is energy. I say it all the time, and that is you, Pisces. You are energy. We all have biofields. You are energy. Your feelings are energy. Your thoughts are energy. The words that come out of your mouth, that's energy. You're speaking things into existence, okay? The things that you write, you're writing things into existence. You're giving it energy. So remember, the sun and Jupiter, again, that's high frequency. That's high frequency. So this is enormously special. And go at that high frequency, vibrate at that high frequency, the same way that you would do, the same way that you take action with Mars, right? The same way that you have breakthroughs with Uranus, the same way that you find love and comfort with Venus. There's no difference here, all right? So, and you can rewire your brain. This is, if you, visualization, sound, I've given you all those tools. So use that, feel inspired. This is going to, again, you're just going to feel this deeply. All right. It is Jupiter in Cancer. And the reason I'm really harping on this, this is a time of new energies that you've never experienced, right? This is a whole new world that we're moving into that I talked about in your 2025 forecast, a brand new era, and it's a brand new you. All right. So really take advantage of this moment. Okay. I truly want the best for you. And with this Jupiter Kazimi that's happening in your 5th house, what? This, again, you have it in your 5th house out of all the signs. Please use this, okay? Some of y'all are going to feel this days before. Some of y'all have already felt it, right? Some of you are going to feel it the day of, days after. Every Pisces, you have different birth charts. You have different, it makes you different from every other Pisces in the world. So every Pisces is going to feel this differently. You're going to have different timings. I've talked about divine timing, right? So some of y'all may feel things emerge a week later, 2 weeks later. But again, this is a seeding point. And you're just going to feel this shift. Now, Wednesday, June 25th, now we got the new moon in Cancer. So this is happening at 6:30 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time. Convert that to wherever you live in the world. But 6:30 a.m., it's on top of this Jupiter Kazimi the day before. This is big. So this is huge. Why? Well, I told you it's one of the best new moons of the year, the luckiest. It's conjuncting Jupiter, right? The planet of luck and good fortune and blessings and profit and expansion and wisdom and all that. But the moon rules Cancer. The moon is at home. It's a new moon in Cancer. And Cancer rules that 4th house. That's his, domain, right? Of home and family. This new moon is at 4 degrees. Which just so happens to be the Cancer degree. So you can't make any of this up. Everything is aligning for you in this divine way. And in numerology, by the way, this, 4 is just like it's like being real. It's like building structures and foundations. It's practical. It's the material. There's this great sense of balance and direction. Jupiter is conjuncting the new moon. It's supercharging it. We have not seen that in a long time, okay? The last time, by the way, I think I told you this in your June forecast. The last time we had a Jupiter conjunct new moon was March 2nd, 2022. That's right, your birthday season, and it was a new moon in your sign. What happened for you? Yeah, think about March. Just think about the entire month of March, but even just like that 6-month, window. But here's the thing. This is very different. You got to look at everything. You got to look at all the aspects that are happening. This is very, very different from what happened that time. Okay. Very different. That time was more about like learning about values, things like that. Okay. But anyway, yeah, big things happened for you around that time. But anyway, this one does take the cake. All right. Jupiter is coming over. He's wearing a cape and, he's got his golden rod and he's Zeus. He's Jove. He's showing up with crystals. Yoga mats, all right? The good ones. Now, listen, don't forget. I really don't want you to forget that with Jupiter sextile Mars, take that action, okay? And this is like, cosmic fireworks. This is like Cool in the Gang is showing up. There's a big old party happening. You are going to feel empowered. You're going to have this strong sense of direction, but also this optimism. And you leadering up, remember that is a big part of this, okay? Huge part with all this cardinal energy, Saturn and Neptune in Aries asking you to be that leader, that spiritual warrior. Jupiter in Cancer, cardinal energy. You have a lot of cardinal energy here, but have fun with it. This is your 5th house of joy and pleasure. Have fun, all right? And be open to opportunities. And remember, you create your reality. And there's a lot of success here, a lot of success that you can achieve. Remember, success, it's whatever you're manifesting, okay? Success is, it's not, I've talked about success. It's a decision, okay? It's not a reaction, it's a decision. But anyway, everything is setting you up for success here. I mean, you have the sun in Jupiter. It's amazing. And it's a new moon in your 5th house. I remember Jupiter, is your traditional ruler. You're really going to feel this. You're really going to feel this. So here's the other thing. Don't forget Saturn, Neptune, and Aries. Just practice that patience too, right? Remember, that's going to be a theme for 3 years, right? So practice patience. Good things come to those who wait, right? And you know they will come. You look at this. You know they will come. And do everything that I told you to. And this is really good for Pisces because you are Pisces and you're so, vision boards and journaling and sound, music, hemisync. Remember, Neptune is your ruler. So all those things really put you at that, high vibration. All right. So, and because I am giving you extras here, one thing that I want you to mark in your calendar, a lot of y'all, because I know a lot of y'all take notes. I love that. One thing that I do want you to mark in your calendar is the next new moon that's going to conjunct Jupiter. Okay. That's going to be August 15th, 2026. So, we have a new moon every month, right? So it's still, this is pretty close. Yeah, it's just about a year from now. But that one takes the entire cake store because that's an eclipse. That's an eclipse conjuncting Jupiter. Like, what is happening? That is going to be big. All right. And I already talked about, if you watch your Saturn and Neptune video that I did for all 12 signs, what you can expect for Pisces for the next 2 years, I, did a little tarot spread for you as well. But I highlighted July and August 2026. It's a big time. Okay. Watch that video. I'll put it at the end of this video. Now, the other thing is that Jupiter in Cancer, just to remind you, is all about care. Yeah. Self-care, caring for others, love, self-love, humility, heart and soul. And that's the thing. And I tell you this all the time. We don't have souls, right? Our souls have bodies. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay. And so just with that, of course, we're going to have hearts, right? That comes with a package. And every time your heart beats, it generates energy. And there is a physiological component to it when you have that gratitude, right? It swells. It expands this super conscious love. You really feel it in your bones, all right? Heart and soul. That's Jupiter in Cancer. I love this for you. It is in your 5th house. You are going to feel this. And this new moon, there is that mama bear energy, right? That it's still there. Paddington bear, Care Bear. It's all about care, honestly. All about care, spreading love. Just remember, when you set intentions this day for the new moon in Cancer, okay? Fellow water sign like you, please do it from the heart. Do it from the heart and soul, all right? Speak the things you want into the ether. Put your energy out there. We just talked about this. And also remember, the other big thing is nurturing. Remember what I said from the solstice, right? It's all about growth right now. So be prepared to nurture what you're about to grow. And your intuition is going to be off the charts. You're going to have this emotional depth, even this protective energy, even this sense of like gut instincts are going to be really strong. Heart-based living, taking care of yourself and others. Like I said, that all of that, okay? Again, that leadership energy with that cardinal energy. This is the last super new moon of the year, all right? That's how potent this is. And that just means that the moon is going to be so close to Earth. It's a new moon, so it's nothing like a full moon. But even still, you feel the energy of that. That's how close it is. Conjuncting Jupiter, blessings, abundance, everything that I mentioned. Okay, so please set intentions. And because it is a 6-month cycle, where do you want to be 6 months from now in December? What do you envision for yourself? Remember, visualize. Put yourself there. Put yourself on your timeline. All right. So this is just really bonkers amazing for you. Mars, again, the fact that Mars is in Virgo, just remember, you've got the North Node in your sign, South Node in Virgo, right? So you're going to feel a lot of this energy. Mars, action, drive, passion, sex line, Jupiter. Mars is helping you in ways that you've never seen. Partnerships, relationships, legal matters, marriage, like I said. But Mars, and this is if you want it, Mars can also be like a laser. You can use Mars like a laser. Anything you don't want, anything that you want to end. And it's so funny because if you're a subscriber, you know that you are my secret crush. The reason why I do have, a Pisces tattoo. I'm an Aquarius though. I'm Aquarius, Gemini rising, but well, anyway, I do have, anyway, I'll tell you later. But what I was going to say is that even coming after the full moon is Sagittarius. So here's the other thing. Like, I have so many Pisces friends, like 3 of them that moved, in the past year. And it's just crazy, like, how this happens. But one was so concerned about someone, it was like a colleague boss who works, and his team, they work, and they don't get along, and this person doesn't do anything. And we were at brunch one day, he was talking about this, and he brought it up a couple of times. And I didn't even need to look at his chart. I just looked at everything that was happening. I'm like, well, you got that full moon in Sagittarius, and then you have this, and you have that, and you have that. I'm like, oh, he's going to be gone. And guess what happened? Like, the guy quit. But I said, you have to take the action. You always have to take action. So he got him and his team to write a letter to the board saying, oh, can this guy, show receipts for some of the things he's done, just to like show that he hasn't done nothing. The guy just quit. He didn't have the receipts. And so there you go. I'm just saying, Pisces, you're in a good place right now. You got a lot of power, right? Just know there is an immensity to these days. Do not sleep on it. You're being gifted this portal, and I'm about to cry again for you. Like, I really want the best for you. And to be honest, with Mars here, you just cannot sit on this. You can have whatever you want right now. Okay. Now, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch your rising, your moon, okay, or for your boss, or for your, husband or best friend, or, lover, it doesn't matter. All the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's it. Y'all are going to feel this the most. And it's not just the new moon, it's the Jupiter Kazimi too. Y'all are going to feel this the most, all right? Now, if you know your birth chart, your natal chart, if you have any planets between 2 to 6 degrees in any of the water signs, yeah? Or Virgo and Taurus. I'm going to throw them in here too. You are definitely going to feel this the most. Oh my goodness, I'm taking a long time. Okay, let's go. Okay, Thursday, June 26th. That's how much I love you, Pisces. You got Mercury sextile Uranus, okay? In Taurus at 29 degrees. Why does this matter? This is strong. You're going to feel it overlapping the Kazimi and the new moon and the days after. It's at 29 degrees. It's a critical degree, that anaretic degree. But listen, it's a graduation. There's something culminating for you. All right. There's a peak point here. Mercury is the lower octave of Uranus, the great awakener. There's inventiveness, being inventive, seeing things in this innovative way, bolts of clarity. But it's Mercury sextile Uranus. This is good news. Mercury's the messenger. Okay. Sextile Uranus, the planet of the unexpected and surprises, you getting good news out of nowhere. But why is this a bigger deal for you? You got Uranus in Taurus in your 3rd house. That's Gemini's home. So you have a degree of Mercury involved here. And it's just bonkers what's happening for you. So yes, around this time, you could get good news come out of nowhere. Or you could be the one surprising people with good news, like a surprise, I'm having a baby, surprise, I'm getting married, whatever it is. This is your breakthrough. Uranus is all about breakthrough. So there's going to be something here with communication, ideas, travel. You could be going on some, trip that you're just like, okay, let's do this. Like this breakthrough trip, a business trip, even maybe. You definitely have internet, social media, online stuff that's active right now as well as again, just a lot of family energy, your local community. But there is this breakthrough in doing something new, going back to school, learning something new, teaching as well, or just being really curious about something. There is this, again, Mercury's the mind. Think outside the box around this time, okay? Be very innovative, be future forward, all right? This is like a fortune cookie for you, okay? Mercury sextile Uranus is going to be big, all right? Again, this is that culmination point. We are writing out the last of Uranus and Taurus at this moment. 2 weeks from now, Uranus is moving into Gemini. So therefore, this is going to be it for the next 84 years, Uranus and Taurus, okay? And as I've told you this, like you're gonna feel Uranus Gemini a lot more. All right, I talked about a lot more in my astrology overview for July that I did, the live stream. But anyway, we'll talk about it when we get to that point. But again, the fact that this is happening with your Jupiter Kazimi, with your new moon in Cancer, yes, there could be some sliding doors moments, right? Right place at the right time. Okay. You miss your train, right? Or you're stuck in traffic, but where you get to, like, that's a perfect time that you run into your soulmate or that investor you're looking for or whatever it is. Just listen, you're going to have kismet moments, but remember, the universe sending you those winks, remember, you got to be at the vibrating at the high frequency to actually see them. So vibrate at the high frequency. I don't doubt that you will be with what's happening here. It's so optimistic. So one last thing I'm going to tell you, an extra thing is that when we get to July 3rd, July 4th, that's the last aspect, right? Before Uranus moves into Gemini, and that will be with Venus. So Venus will conjunct Uranus and Taurus at 29 degrees, really, really late in your third house. So again, you already got Venus here. Remember that in your third house. So there is something here, a really special, that because that's the day of the perfection, you'll be feeling it now, something building to that moment. All right. So there is going to be also some changes with like there could be some changes. We do have a full moon in Capricorn next month. It's a good one. I love it. You may feel some changes around there as well with friendships, your groups you belong to, community. And then just to let you know, we have a bonkers new moon in Leo next month too. That is your sixth house. So when I see what's happening for you, yeah, if you just feel like a lot of you are going to be changing jobs, careers, maybe picking up side hustles, side gigs, doing something on the high, something where you got Jupiter in Cancer. Fifth house is also like hobbies and recreation. So when I see what's happening for you, a lot of y'all may be taking something that brings you a lot of joy and pleasure, like, I don't know, bowling, and then you start a bowling club that is a disco. You charge $5 out the door, whatever it is. But there is something here with like making more money through it. Like, you're set. All right. So anyway, who's gonna feel Mercury sextile Uranus the most? That would be fixed signs. Okay. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and I'd throw it in Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. If you know your chart, if you have any planets 27 to 29 degrees in any of the earth signs, yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Cancer, you're going to feel this the most. Now, you see what's happening on the same day, yeah? The Sun sextile Mars. What? So the Sun and Mars basically traveling at the same pace at this point. Yeah. Therefore, yes, you're going to feel that all week. You're going to feel it all the week after. This is the Sun with Mars and a sextile giving you this, like something big is happening here. You got to take the action. Again, it's Mars, but this is enormously special. And this is at the day of the perfection. So again, something really big brewing for you with partnerships and relationships. The Sun of Mars is a powerhouse. You got to throw in Jupiter and Cancer. When you have all this activity with joy, pleasure, true love, romance. And then you've got Mars sextiling the sun and your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. What? Marriage? Yeah. So you see, there's something the universe wants to give you right now. And again, this is a cycle that's just being set up, but just the window here is big. All right. So, and again, it can be business, career. It can be anything. Like if you're looking for an agent, perfect time, everything. We're past that, quadruple squares. Just don't be, with the delusion. Just don't, and Neptunes are really, you already know how to work with Neptune. So anyway, this is like driving life force energy. You really feel like, when I was talking about feeling it in your bones, optimism, confidence, vitality. This is the sun. I mean, this is passion, drive. This is courage. This is Mars. This is beating your chest with enlightenment. Like this is a lot happening for you, and you are going to be feeling physically driven. This is the sun. This is the sun, okay? It's sextiling Mars and Virgo. Virgo, there's something here with health. All right, your health, you're feeling good. There's something here. And also like healthy relationships, healthy work environment, healthy lifestyle, all of that, okay? As well as there may be something here with like work, to be honest. Again, business contract, signing something, finding a new employee, colleague, just so many great things. Big home and family energy, especially for you. Okay. Now there is going to be like a little bit of like check off list. Like you're going to be very serious about the things that you want. But again, have fun with this, right? With all this Virgo energy. Anyway, here's the thing. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then Cancer, Leo, Aries, and Scorpio. They're going to feel this the most. Planets, if you know your chart, planets 3 to 7 degrees in any of the earth signs that I just mentioned and or Cancer. You're going to feel this the most. But again, with these aspects, everyone will. This is strong. Everyone's going to feel these. All right. Everyone's going to feel these. And again, for you, there's definitely something for career and money and partnerships, but then also love and romance and creative projects, like really amplified here. Love, soulmate energy. You're good. You're already good. Like and by the way, we're not even done with that day. Look at this. On Thursday, and then you got Mercury moving into Leo. Okay. So this is everything that you had been going through for the past 2 months that had to do with your daily activities. Okay. Your lifestyle, health, even work. Yeah. Mercury is now picking that up. All right. It's like Mars is handing the baton over to Mercury. All right. So this is again, the mind. This is the mind, ideas, communication, but it's still in Leo. So everything that I mentioned, but also with like passion, romance, love, the arts, creativity, there is an element of fame here, being recognized, being noticed. It's Leo, the kingmaker, right? So just keep that in mind. This is a big placement for you, because you are going to have Mercury in Leo until September. Did not stutter. That is a long time. Okay. Mercury in Leo all summer long. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. This is your daily activities. You've already got Mars and Virgo in your 7th. Okay. So there is this just amplification of your daily activities, work matters, and health. Maybe you're going to be getting pets, talking about getting pets too. Something here with pets. Maybe you're going to become a doctor. There's stuff here, okay? A lot of health stuff, like I said, even like you being a healer as well. But there's a sense of service to others, all right? So anyway, this is really wonderful for you, and I really love this for you. But just remember, Mercury will go retrograde mid-July, yeah? And the other thing is, so take care of sign anything you need to, like before. Anyway, here's the other thing. On this day, giving you something extra, Venus, right, will be sextiling the North Node and trying the South Node this day as well. So you are really going to feel this. There is something big here. I mean, the North Node's on your side, right? So you now have this wonderful, amazing sextile with Venus. Love, relationships, money, creative projects, beauty. Like, you've got this. You've got this, Pisces. That's why I'm so excited for you. Like, your life is changing. You've the amazing like sextile with Venus, that's in Taurus, in your third, there's something new happening for you. Something new. All right. Be curious and be open to opportunities when it comes to what your heart desires, because you see Mercury trine Neptune as well. Yeah, that's overlapping this day. All right. Remember, the Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. So, ooh, you really feel that. It's just so spiritually moving. It's so soulful. It's like play music. Remember, sound is the key to the universe. Those two planets rule music. This is beautiful. And remember, you're still feeling Mercury sextile Uranus. That's also in Taurus with Venus. So there's something here that's going to change for you as long as you want it, as long as you put in that energy. North node in your sign. And so I do see adjustments here that, again, changes that are happening. Venus's lover, Mars, giving you that window of opportunity by sextiling not only the sun, but Jupiter, that you're going to feel. These are opportunities for you. So this is all about that luck and expansion, but also that higher mind and shift in perspective. Like your life is changing. The sun sextile Mars that same day. Go get it. Go get what you deserve. I'm here for this. I'm here for you. All right. Now, one extra thing I'm going to give you, because this is big for you, Pisces. Out of all the signs, you and Virgo, right? You've got the nodes in your sign. Mark September 1st in your calendar now. I'm joking. Just mark it, because remember, September's eclipse season. You're going to have an eclipse. You're going to have a solar eclipse in Virgo. You're going to have a lunar eclipse in your sign. There's changes you're going through. There's big changes to come. So what I love about September 1st, that's when you have Jupiter in this perfect trine with the North Node in your sign. I don't make this up. And, Jupiter will sextile the South Node in Virgo. Or again, partnerships, relationships, legal matters, marriage, things like that. But let me just see something for you real quick. Around that time, there could be something with like second marriage as well. But anyway, on that day, the reason why I'm harping on September 1st is because Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, the three outer planets, remember, they're already connecting. But on this day and weeks before it, weeks after it, they're going to be at 1 degree in this in this triangle, right? This trine, this mini trine. And the 1 degree is the Aries degree. It's the degree of new beginnings. And you've got Uranus trine Pluto at 1 degree at this time too. There's something big happening for you. There's something really big happening. And you're having these changes, big breakthroughs. It's enormous. There's just something big. All right. So just keep that in mind. And then over the weekend, you have Mercury, Friday the 27th, trine Saturn, the 28th, trine Neptune, but that comes as a package deal. The one that really I do love, Mercury trine Saturn for you, that's fiery, right? Mercury in Leo, Saturn in Aries, really fiery. All right. It's at 1 degree. So again, that critical degree, new beginnings here. This is all about long-term, okay, commitments. There's something here you're setting in stone. And remember, you have Saturn and Neptune both in your second house of not only self-worth and self-value and material possessions, things coming into your world, but also money, income, salary, finances. Like so a lot, like I said, a lot of changing jobs or doing something to increase income. And there's something here, okay? Because at this point, you're talking the talk. You're walking the walk. You're the authority. You're taking on that leadership role that Saturn is requiring, that is asking of you. You got Mars in Virgo that is helping you like stay grounded and practical. You got Neptune added. Again, you turning your dreams into reality. But Neptune really amplifies that creativity, that compassion, that artistry, that imagination. And even with Saturn here, you're serious you're like, I'm making this happen. Remember, Saturn is reality. Mercury trine Neptune, beautiful. Remember, Neptune's your ruler. So there's something really poetic and captivating and stimulating with Mercury trine Neptune, visually even, mentally, very spiritual. All right. Please use this. All right. If you're an artist, visual, a filmmaker, dancer, painter, creative writer, all of that, storyteller, you're going to feel this. Use it. Okay? Even if you're not, it's great for like advertising, PR, marketing for your brand, for whatever you want. This is big, all right? And then the other thing, Oscar Wilde had Mercury trine Neptune, by the way. Who's going to feel these trines the most? It will be the fire signs and the air signs. And if you know your birth chart, planets 0 to 3 degrees of any of the fire signs or air signs, okay? That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, Sunday the 29th, I'm not, Mercury will be opposite Pluto. I don't really mind that for you. Just avoid, extremes, speaking, thinking, taking your thoughts or, to other people, because it is in your, it's activating your 6th and your 9th. They're just maybe here. They're just honestly in your 12th. So that's why I don't really mind this for you, but they're just maybe here where it could be an exchange with the work environment or with, health, like speaking to a doctor, or if you're a doctor, or a nurse or a personal trainer, anything in that health realm, right? So even a nutritionist or a vet, okay? Just be mindful. Don't. But the bigger thing here for you is the moon in Virgo conjuncting Mars, okay? Because they're going to be sextiling the sun and Jupiter. So you have this double sextile with these 4 planets. You are going to feel this, all right? There's going to be something really not only empowering, but very moving for you. You are going to be like down to business. Like when I say checking off your to-do list, especially with the things that you want to let go as well. All right. When it comes to partnerships, relationships, legal matters, but also, again, maybe there's something new that you're learning here. Maybe there's something here that you're ready to sign, into existence. There's just a lot happening for you. All right. Anyway, let's get started. Oh my goodness. Pisces, okay. We really got to go. I dropped half the cards. All right, so let me do that again. Pisces, you saw the card that showed up. Let's see if it comes up in your spread. All right, but and I'll keep it in mind for your reading. Like at the end, we'll see how it fits. But let's get started, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you for June 23rd to the 30th. Okay, Pisces. I do a Pisces. How are y'all doing? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. You look so good today, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I put on the good eye cream. That's how much I love my Pisces. I don't know if it works, but anyway, I do a traditional cut across spread, offers the best overview, and if we need to pull clarifiers, we will, and that I love you, Pisces. Y'all are amazing. Yes, 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 yes. Things are going to change. It's going to be a big week. It's going to be probably the most significant week that you've had in years. Yeah. In fact, Mars hasn't been in Virgo in some time, okay? We're talking... Well, I got to look at the bed. Look, you're actually... To be honest, like, you're good. But... And I'm going to tell you why. You got the moon. In tarot, the moon is attributed to Pisces, okay? So there's something here where I said it's very heart and soul, very spiritual. The moon is all about intuition. This is all about you going deep, really unrooting things. That's the thing. I did tell you about the moon in Gemini around that time too, with Mercury square Chiron, like right at the beginning, all right? Unroot things. And when I say that, listen, I talk about this all the time. What's up here, 90% is the subconscious, okay? 10% is the conscious. That's why I always say expand your consciousness. Expand your consciousness. We're in the year where that's going to be happening anyway, but the moon, the subconscious, right? And so there's gonna be things that are gonna come up. I want you to trust your intuition, go deep. What's gotta go? What's gotta change? Let me do this to change my life, even the hard things that may be holding, like shadow work, doing some shadow work if you need to, if you want to, right? But hey, Very interesting as we move into the best, luckiest new moon. So remember, Jupiter brings blessings in ways that sometimes you don't even recognize, right? Sometimes you don't recognize in your physical world. It can be something internal. It can be like those little wings from the universe. This is actually a really great thing. Just be willing to do the work in terms of trusting your intuition. What has to change, okay? Because change is coming. You got the Tower and the heart of your spread. And I don't make this up, because I bring in the current astrology, right? The week before, everything is sequential. Everything is just, right? So that's why the week before matters. So this is following. It's still part of the story from last week. And you got the Tower last week too. And where was it last week? It was in your future. And now it's in the heart of your spread. So it's happening, right? So now you know that there is going to be something here that is unexpected, that is a little bit like, but when I see what's here, when you get the moon, you got the Ace of Swords, you got the Tower. I'm going to show you something. You see the lightning bolt striking the crown off the Tower? Yeah, the crown represents like ego, and not that I'm saying that's what the card is. So there's something here. That Tower, now it just seems like something more within you. Something's got to change, okay? And a lot of it is up here. Changing your mindset, changing your perspective, especially with partnerships, relationships. You see the couple falling out of the Tower, right? And again, that can be work, that can be career, that can be love. It can be wherever you want it. Wherever you're putting that energy, something has to change. When you have that, you got that breakthrough and you're seeking it. So this is actually one of the best things. And listen, it may be you doing something unexpected. Like I said, you use Uranus. Uranus wants you to use him in Mercury sextile Uranus. Yeah, that's a big thing, okay? It is in your third house of the mind. So that's Mercury. The planet that represents the mind and communication in your third house of the mind. So again, even when you do the math with that, yeah, all right. So something here has to likely change, or you may make an announcement that's unexpected. It shakes things up, and you did it in the moment. You felt it. You felt that surge of beautiful energy from the Kazimi, from the Sun, from Jupiter, from Mars. Even Mars is. Again, there's something here you want to shake up, okay? Here's the other thing, just to let you know, because you've got the South Node in Virgo anyway, all year long, there is going to be changes in partnerships and relationships. I told you this like for months, and legal matters as well, the marriage and things like that. But when we get to July 19th, 20th, Mars will then conjunct the South Node. There's going to be change. Start working on it now. So when we get to that point, it's just like, okay, I'll let that go. Or I'm making this let go. Also, it can be someone from the past. It is the South Node, so something, but it's all about like life lessons. You got the 10 of Pentacles here in your challenge area. Two things here. One, this actually looks really good because it's almost like there's a release once that happens that kind of allows you to go to that next level. Yeah, this card is attributed to Mars in Virgo. Really interesting is the last second of Virgo. So again, there is just something here indicating partnerships, relationships, even maybe health matters. Virgo does rule health, everyday activities. That's the other thing. It's even though you have all of this happening in your seventh house of partnerships, one-on-one commitments, whether it's work or love, and marriage and contracts, you still have that overlap with Mercury moving into Leo, right? In your sixth house, and Virgo rules the sixth house, and so there's still something here with everyday activities. So it could be work. It could be work. This could be something with work. It could be something with health matters, like I said, as well. All right. So anyway, this actually, to me, looks really good. When you have the 10 of Pentacles in your challenger, I feel like there's something here. It's like when that Tower falls, you can see, right? You can move into that next stage, or, it's like Phoenix rising from the ashes, like this new you. Like I said, that's going to happen anyway. The other thing is, like, it just feels like something has to change anyway for you to feel that 10 of Pentacles energy. All right. And so there is something here with money. It's a 10 of Pentacles. There's something, 10 of Pentacles is success and prosperity. It's like the you made it card. And you see the Pentacles falling from the heavens. It's so funny if you're a cross watcher. This card has come up so much this week. But it's in the form of the Tree of Life. This is a significant card. Think about your physical world. There's more here in your physical realm based on like the thoughts that you have. That remember, everything is energy. If you're at a place where you can't, if you're saying like oh, I'm not good enough, and or I don't deserve this, or nothing happens for me, you've got Saturn and Neptune and Aries in your sixth house. They're asking you to lead her up so you don't feel that way, right? And that's you. You have to. Look, you have the Tower. What do you have to pass here? What's in the waters, right? There's something here. There's something more here that has to change about the way that you see certain things to build that confidence and to know that the universe is taking care of you. Remember, Jupiter, Kazimi, new moon in Cancer, Sun sextile Mars. That's all about self-belief. And you have it in you, yeah? Okay, so Ace of Swords, breakthrough. You're looking for it. You're seeking it. Really great. Even if there's something here that may have happened with someone else, there is the olive branch in the card anyway. There's a sense of making up with someone. Whatever it is, remember, you're always vibrating at that high frequency by, taking karmic inspired actions. Really wonderful. There's this breakthrough, aces, new beginnings, new opportunities. You're seeking it. You got the Page of Wands. You want something new in a really bad way. You've got to be able to handle this or to initiate it and do it, right? And then there you go. Everything changes. And then there's your stability. There, you got the Knight of Pentacles, all right? Another Virgo card, okay? He's Virgo. So stability. And Pentacles, your physical world. So look at this. I'm going to show you something. I feel like, no. Okay, so this is the biggest field in tarot. He's planted his seeds. Yeah, plural. You can plant more than one seeds, okay? He's reaping his rewards because they're going to grow. Look at the oak tree in the back, right? Look at what is in his helmet. Look at what's in his horse's helmet. He's connected to his future. This is all about longevity. Oak tree, longevity. This is the slowest night. Okay, this is someone who takes his time. Remember, I said all that patience, practicing patience, but really, again, he's in it for the long term. There's something you're going to be setting yourself up for the long term. That's going to be stable. Okay, this is really great. All right, and again, partnerships, relationships, legal matters, something that you're signing, contracts. You even have, honestly, you have Juno in the mix too. That would be your ninth, and so. I just would not be surprised. So basically, that's doubling down on partnerships, relationships, and signing things, contracts, marriage, all of that, and then second marriage too. But there's something happening here that's actually good for you. But that's even the thing. If you're looking at this right now, seeing it as like, oh no, there you go. That's your mindset. Thinking again, oh no, it's got to be, oh heck yeah, I'm gonna do that. This is going to happen, and look at what's going to produce for me because I actually want it. So that is that confidence, right? That's that energy I'm talking about, being on that high frequency. Pisces, oh my goodness, I could be here with you for hours. We make the best friends. Pisces, listen, I do no, where am I now? What's my line? If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, share, leave comments, all that stuff. But like the leave comments part, I really want to know what's going on. You're going through some massive change, and you see that. Like I said, you're going through some big change, but look at what's coming. Look at what's happening for you. This new cycle for you. That's amazing. I love you. All right. So yeah, there you go. Okay. So wow. First of all, did I point out that you got all courts here, major arcana and court cards here outside of that 10 of Pentacles, but still that is change, right? That's 10 is the end of the suit. So how significant is this weekend be for you? Very, right? Okay, now look at here too. All right, so you only got 3 pip cards out of your entire spread. You got the Page of Cups, you want it. You got that Page of Wands, you got the Page of Cups, you want it. Okay, so you want this. You want to be able to follow your bliss. You want someone to come into your life. You want that love coming into your life. If you're in a relationship, you want to feel that surge. There's something here that there's something new, that fresh new energy. Okay. You may be getting a message. Now we know that you actually may be getting a message. And I feel like you may be, doing something different, like asking someone out or, putting in a resume for a job that you didn't think that you get. Like there's something here where it's just follow your bliss. Just follow your bliss. The universe is taking care of you. You look at what's happening for you this week, and then you got that 10 of Wands here. Yeah, there's something that may be ending with someone for sure. Partnerships, relationships, can be career, can be love, can be, you're the painter, like that's been painting your house. You're like, oh, I asked for, green paint. Why'd you paint it blue? You're ending that, whatever it is that was like, I had to deal with that. Like it's something's ending, okay? So that's the good news, all right? And also, you be mindful of taking on too much. Again, I told, look at this. Like, everything that's happening here, you just have to trust your intuition and know that the universe is on your side. There's something great that's going to, it's bring all this stability, and you have it in you. You want the new. King of Cups, all right? That's you, that emotional stability, that leader. The King of Cups is a leader. He leads with his heart. What did I say about all this heart and soul energy, this spiritual energy? This guy, he's got so much empathy, but he's got all this self-love, and that's where it starts. Yeah? Listen, this is going to be the biggest change for you. You've got the moon, your card, you have the Knight of Pentacles, but then when you look down your cross, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Page, right? New. Again, the 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1, new. You have the Tower here that's bringing in something new. And then, interestingly, that is card 16, 1 plus 6 equals 7. This card is attributed to Mars. Mars is in Virgo in your 7th house. Now, new. This is a 10, the end for the new, right? King of Cups. And then you have the 7 here, all right? Interesting, right? 7 of Swords in your final outcome. Be honest with yourself. There's something that you may be skirting, something that you may be, again, there's something like, it's like, I'm telling you now, like there's, Pisces, there's something here that you have to, maybe take a look at, maybe do some shadow work. There's parts, and shadow work is just like looking at those things that are hard to look at, like within us, things that we push to the side. A lot of, I talked about the subconscious. What is that? It's where we store our memories. So a lot of it's like based on experiences, even going all the way to childhood, right? And so it's confronting those things. Once you do, you liberate yourself. That's what Uranus is anyway, right? Freedom, liberating yourself. You've got it in your 3rd house of the mind. Liberate yourself. But anyway, be honest with yourself too. There's something here where you could be a little, and if there is also something happening to you that I gave you that story about my friend, something that is not right. Someone that may be lying to you, cheating on you, stealing. Those are associated with the 7 of Swords, by the way. It's a card of deception. I've talked about coyote, thievery as well. You can't just you've got to do something about that, because that's also not being honest with yourself, because it's happening, right? So that's what I'm saying. So it could be just you. It could be something within your world where someone's doing something to you. You've got to take care of that. You got Mars and Virgo, so it can do with partnerships, relationships as well. But let's clarify that. Yeah, you got the full. Once you do the work I told you to, you're good. I can't even believe this. All these cards that are aces, pages, remember, end, and all these 10s, new beginnings, right? All these you're good. You got the full, clarifying the 7 of Swords. So just do that. You'll be fine. All right. Be honest with, and just anything and that may be the hardest thing. That may be the most challenging thing. Take time, go out in nature, do a little day trip, go 2 hours out to the river, by the lake, whatever it is. Sit there for a few hours. Spend time in nature. Go by the lake. You're a Pisces. You love the water, right? Being by the water. Listen to the sound of water. Whatever you need to do, take that time out to confront the things, right? And plant those seeds for the new moon, because you're about to have a brand new journey. You got the full. This is it. This is the fool's journey. You're here now. You've left everything, right? Even with him and his little satchel, he's left. This is him. He's on a brand new journey. This is the beginning, right? The beginning of the beginning. This is a fool's journey through the major arcana, right? So he's only brought the essential. So he's left everything in the past. What have I been telling you for months? Out with the old, in with the new. This is confidence. This is taking risks too. This is him trusting in himself, trusting in the universe. Do you see the full abundance of the sun? That is optimism. That's hope. There's a sense of innocence here. There's a lot of spirit here. You're good. You're absolutely good. Just take care of that. That could be you. All right. Oh my goodness, Pisces. Look. Okay. So yeah, the second spread, and this we are going to do a spread just on the new moon. We're going to isolate that and pull some, for the Jupiter Kazimi, the luckiest day of the year. Tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. The really good and legendary members. We have a lot of fun. We do. So Pisces, and even last week you did. Yeah, that's another thing. Even last week, because we were doing like the lunations, right? And you did get the moon in that spread. So that's, yeah, so there's something here. Just trust your intuition, right? You even see the hermit's face in the moon here. Okay, so which is like doing that soul searching, introspection, all of that wisdom, inner wisdom. It's inside you. Anyway, Pisces, next week we'll do July. Y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. You know I love y'all, and I will see you next week. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.